Kia. Kia is a South Korean brand whose cars have spent a good chunk of their life being that one car-shaped thing rolling down the highway, kind of barely holding it together. Up until about 2010, they weren't reliable, they weren't appealing, and above all, they did not look good. I mean, not at all. They were bad. They were pretty bad. But then in 2010, we got a refresh. And this refresh came with sleeker looks, something they called the tiger face grille design, and honestly one of the most drastic visual overhauls I've ever personally seen when it comes to cars. But a pretty face and a fancy interior isn't going to beat 10 years of having jacked up, boring, ugly cars. So what does our 2015 Kia Optima have going for it? Now, the Optimas come in a few trims. You got your basic LX for everybody who doesn't like features and just wants 4 wheels and an engine. You got the next level up, what we're reviewing, the EX, where it really starts to roll in and we start seeing a good looking car come together with a ton of pseudo luxury features and straight up luxury features all rolled into the package. The EX is considered the mid-level model. You get things like a backup camera, heated seats, cooled seats, heated rear seats for you Uber and Lyft drivers in the winter who are trying to make a little extra change, and you have the option for a panoramic roof. If you're looking at BMWs, Mercedes, Audis, the roof alone would be about 1/10 of the price of this car. So the fact that you can get it rolled in to a mid-level model is bang for the buck. Now, moving on up the trim line, you got the SX and the SXL, which are really for people who want a little more engine power and didn't know that the Stinger GT was coming out. But if we're talking bang for your buck, a comfortable price range for your wallet, the EX is right in the pocket of what you want to be looking at. I guess at this point we've gone over the interior. You know what the car looks like, so let's get into our pros and cons. I mean, now it's my car, so, I probably have pretty solid first-hand experience with pros and cons. And honestly, there's not a lot wrong with this car. I mean, try not to be biased, but I think Kia's kind of cemented themselves as that brand where, it may not blow your mind, but you're not about to drive off the lot unhappy. The fuel efficiency is great. I probably get about 500 miles to the gallon.
Not bad.
Right. But no, probably I think I average about 500 miles per tank, which is, living in Atlanta, having to drive downtown, uptown, midtown, crosstown.
Dude, that's insane, man. I can only wish and imagine if my car got that kind of fuel economy. That's insane, dude.
Yeah, it's great. Now, that does kind of lead me into a con. With as much mileage as I get, the eco mode doesn't actually do a whole lot. Which, there's only so much you can really complain about, right? Like, I get about 500 miles out of one tank, but then when I turn on eco mode, I think it goes up to maybe 503, which I can't be mad about it. But it's also like, if I'm going to press this button and my air conditioning isn't going to blow as hard and my seats aren't going to be as warm when I turn on my seat warmers and all this other stuff, give me more efficiency than 3 miles. My biggest gripe, and truthfully, I'm kind of nitpicking, but over the nearly 2 years that I've been driving the car, I have found that the turning radius does sometimes leave something to be desired. I find myself kind of correcting myself in parking a lot because I can't make the turn quite as sharp as I want to, or there's some jerk in a Jeep who's left me like the perfect space for my car to slide into, and I've got to adjust myself constantly just to make sure I fit. And I would like to be able to, cut the wheel a little harder and get into those spaces, but outside of that, there's the UVO system, which, it's there. It doesn't. I think it's Kia's brand name special. This is what we package in with our cars. But honestly, at this point, I feel like a lot of these car dealers should just go ahead and let Google and Apple, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, just let them handle all of that. I don't need your app for navigation. I don't need your app to remember like the points of interest around me. I don't need your app to point me to gas, because I'm just going to pull up my phone and say, okay, Google, I need some gas. And it'll be quicker than opening your app, opening it on my car, then syncing the apps, and then clicking the button on my phone to look for gas, and then sending it to Google Maps anyway. Like, it's...
However, I would like to expand upon that as well. I drive a 2008 Civic Si, and we don't have all those quirks and features they do. They got technology out the booty, man. Jesus. They've got like their trip meter, fuel efficiency, range when the car is about to run out of gas. And the UVO system, the only thing I've really admired about it is that you're able to find your car no matter where you are. So I don't know much about it, but I can already tell that either you hate it or you love it. But it definitely helped us find where we needed to be one time in the past. It was awesome.
Yeah, for sure. It's and that's probably honestly the best part of it. It's called the parking minder, and it's the only thing I really use it for. Where you're getting out the car, you press a few buttons, and you tell the app, remember where my car is parked. And then when it's time to leave, in our instance, we were leaving a comedy show, and we were in downtown Atlanta. We had to walk a few blocks. It was late. It was dark. There were people outside eating chicken and waffles. It was, it was confusing time for us. We needed to get in the car, get out of there. So I opened up the app, I tapped it, it sent the directions to Google Maps, and it showed us walking directions to get directly back to my car. Like, it brought me directly to the front door before it said I'd reached my destination. And that kind of thing can't be beat. I don't know that Google Maps or any other like standard app developer has a feature that precise, but everything else in the app, we could do without.
That leads me into my pros and cons. I love this car. I love its brakes. It stops on a dime compared to my car. Again, I drive a 2008 Honda Civic Si, and the brakes are just straight trash. If you've ever been in a car like that in your life and have driven even the original Hondas, they're nothing to brag about whatsoever. So I'm actually shocked that this is not considered a sports car, but it has high level braking. I really love it. I feel a lot more confident on the road, and a lot safer too, because I'm able to react just in case I need to use them. Another thing I adore about this car is that it's spacious and comfortable. Oh my god, on the outside it's considered a compact 4-door family sedan, but there is so much room on the inside. I'm guessing because it's got to be because of the front wheel drive. There's a lot of space for passengers, your pets, whatever the case may be. That car is so lovely and soft. It's even got the seat warmers and the cooling seats, and does it have a cooling steering wheel or heated steering wheel?
Yeah.
See, you guys are spoiled, man. I come from a 2008. We don't have luxuries like that, so that is awesome. And speaking of comfort, it's very comforting to be able to see out of the windows of the car. A lot of cars, especially sports cars, mine included, the visibility is not good at all. One of my biggest gripes about this car, and Joey already touched on it before, the steering. It's kind of like you're steering for a decade and a half. Compared to my car, it takes a rather long time to actually make a turn sometimes, it seems, and that is not, I don't like that sense at all. I also want to talk about the torque of this car. It's not a sports car, but it definitely gets you where you need to be. The torque could use a little work. I know it's not supposed to be a top-notch McLaren or something like that, but that's literally the only other gripe I have about this car, and maybe even the throttle response. Unfortunately, my car, I feel this each and every day. When I press the gas pedal, I'll press it even a quarter of the way, the car won't go anywhere. But overall, brilliant car, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's actually the reason I picked it. Kia's came from like it's out of its rough high school years where it had the big Coke bottle glasses and like the weird shaped body and chassis. They all look excellent now, and my car is, oh my gosh, I get compliments on my car to this day, and it's 2 years old.
Like, look at it. Look at it and tell me it's not a beautiful car. The most important thing about this car, it has the correct balance of form and function. It looks great, it plays well, and it just works. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, share it maybe, and even consider subscribing to the channel. We're definitely going to have more car reviews headed your way.
Yeah, for sure. And be sure to, while you're sharing it, let us know what you did and didn't like in the comments section. We're very open to feedback. And if you're up to us maybe reviewing your car and you're in the North Atlanta area, be sure to hit us up at the email that'll be listed below and get in contact with us. We'd love to review your car. We'd love to help this channel grow onto great things, continue to improve our videos, our review style, the whole 9 yards. So thanks for watching.